सरकार में आपकी अनुमति से मैं आज की कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 72 वर्ष की आयु में 29 मार्च 2023 को पूना में हुआ। सीरो इनोसेंट केरल के चालाकुंडी संसदीय निर्वाचन क्षेत्र से 16 लोकसभा के सदस्य थे। इनोसेंट कार्मिक लोक शिकायत विधि और न्याय संबंधी समिति तथा रसायन उर्वरक समिति के सदस्य रहे। श्री इनोसेंट ने
महोदय, मैं अपने वरिष्ठ सहयोगी श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमण की ओर से व्याख्यात्मक ज्ञापन सहित वित्त मंत्रालय राजस्व विभाग की निम्नलिखित अधिसूचनाओं की एक प्रति भाग 1 भाग 2 प्रस्तुत करता हूँ।
Report of the Department Related Parliamentary Standing Committee on External Affairs, Shri Prakash Javadekar, Shri Ashok Kumar Mittal,
आगे होगी चालू।
I rise to lay on table a copy in English and Hindi of the 21st report of the Department Related Parliamentary Standing Committee on External Affairs, 17th Lok Sabha, on action taken by the government on the observations, recommendations contained in its 15th report on welfare of Indian diaspora policies
2
schemes.
p.m. today.
All right, as expected, both houses of the parliament have been adjourned. They've been adjourned until about 2 p.m. Now, remember, over the last couple of weeks, since the budget session of parliament began, there has not been a lot of productivity. Stalling and adjournments have mainly been over 3 issues. One is over Rahul's UK remarks. Another is where the opposition has constantly been demanding a JPC into the Adani issue. The third most recent issue has to do with Rahul Gandhi's disqualification. Now, we are crossing over to CNN News 18. Senior editor Pallavi Ghosh to get us more on this. Pallavi, both houses of parliament have adjourned.
Yes, no surprises there, and this is exactly what we were discussing since morning, that, you know, there is going to be no in the last few days, and the parliament session ends on the 6th, which is on Thursday, with tomorrow being a break. So there doesn't seem to be any effort being made by both the sides to breach that lack of communication. We heard what the opposition was doing, both in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, demanding a debate and discussion on the Adani issue, which would lead up to the formation of the JPC. Even the opposition is actually, frankly speaking, divided on that. There are parties like the Trinamool Congress and the NCP who are saying there's no point of a JPC because it is going to be heavy with the BJP leaders. What makes sense is a court-monitored probe, and that's exactly the government is also saying in its defense that the matter is sub judice. There's a court-monitored probe going on because there's a committee which has been set up, and therefore the Congress's demand for a JPC does not make any sense at all. However, that seems to be the only point of difference within the opposition. By and large, the opposition is united on the fact that there should be a debate and discussion on the Adani issue. Government says no way, there has to be order, and the result is there for us to see. The morning begins like this, and soon the House is repeatedly adjourned to meet the next day and to be adjourned once again.
What are we likely to see today, if anything, when it comes to protests that have been planned by either side?
So essentially the Congress party met at around 10:30. That was the Congress MPs met, and in that they have decided that they're going to carry on their protests, and of course they're going to be wearing black. I think that today the main concentration of the Congress party is obviously in Surat, where Rahul Gandhi is going to go to the Court of Appeal, and he's going to have a big bank contingent along with him, apart from the chief ministers. So the focus of the Congress today is largely in Surat, but you know, they clearly have an eye also on the parliament, saying that this is a denial of the freedom of expression, arbitrary misuse of the investigative agencies and of the law by the BJP, and also that how every institution is getting compromised, including the parliament.
Now, like the last previous weeks, we haven't seen a lot of productivity. What are the other options instead of, say, adjourning a parliament session? Are there any other options given to the speakers when it comes to making sure that productivity continues? All right, change in plans. We're going to listen into the Congress chief.
Rahul Gandhi